End of year ritual. First of all, I want to wish you all a happy holidays, happy Christmas, and yeah, wishing you all the best. And I wanted to just talk a little about the webinar I'm doing, and it's a ritual for the end of the year. And for me, before starting a new year, it's really to honor what we've done and achieved this year. And yeah, even for me, I've been reflecting the last days on all the different levels of consciousness we all went through in the groups, the webinars, and how each webinar brought us to a new state of consciousness and what gifts came in. So that was just my reflection of the year that I've been on. It was many different challenges and difficulties, and at the same time, the achievements and that we've changed so much or have changed so much in the system. So what I'd love to offer you is that before entering the space that we really close the year off celebrating what we've done this year, what we've achieved this year, before we go into what we want to create. For me, to really activate abundance is first to honor where you're at and accept the blessings of where we're at the moment. We have just come through such an incredible few years and how we've all awakened. Like there's a massive shift on this planet at the moment and how we've all awakened. We're not the same people. Our eyes have been opened and never can be closed again. So I would invite you to really reflect on what you achieved this year and where you're at this year before we go into creating a new year and going to our destiny in the next webinar. So what I invite you to do is some homework in a way is to really look honestly at your system and reflect on who you are now, who you've become, where you're at, your achievements this year, your blessings this year, the new friendships, connections, your new state of consciousness. So to really honor them, respect them. I know for me, a big one for me was working with unity of the ancestors through the work I got from, the keys through Washington's tribe about connecting to the placenta and umbilical cord really deepened my connection to my ancestors in a really beautiful way, that they're supporting me and that I had a deeper connection with my heritage and the gifts of the heritage, and also that the ancestors are with me. Also through their work, what came in for me was really the feeling of home and the support of Mother Earth and the universe with me in this present time and space. So for me, there's been enormous gifts, enormous blessings coming true, even with the gifts that came in with the gifts of the masculine, clearing the wounds of the masculine, the wounds of the feminine. And then, that was really deep, heavy work that we did. These were very big, deep fields we went into. So for me, the blessings are we went through it, we cleared it, we're on a new state of consciousness. I can see manipulation. I can see the wounds if they come up in my system. I can see it around me. And then the gifts of that and where I'm at now, deeper in the body, deeper sense of truth, deeper sense of presence, the divine masculine, holding space and clear channel for creativity, for activation. So that was just a few of the keys or the gifts that came in for me, and so much more. So yeah, I'd invite you just simply to do your list, reflect of the gifts you received this year and bring it up in your system. So in the webinar, what I'll do is if you can really go into your gifts, then it's to activate them deeply in your frequency. So when you move to a new state of consciousness and it integrates in you, it becomes you. So you become that new frequency and you release the veil that was around you or the limiting belief system, and your consciousness expands. So in this webinar, I really want to focus on what you've become, who you are now, and to spread it in the body, spread it into life to bring it into life before we go into the new year. And then we can create a new destiny in the new year. So I'm looking forward to holding space for you all to open up your gifts you received this year and bring them in consciously in the system and ground them more, embody them more before we go into the new year. So once again, wish you all a beautiful holiday and time off and Christmas for any Christians. And yeah, and enjoy. And I look forward to seeing you at the webinar if you'd like to do this ritual. I feel ritual in life for me is very important to celebrate, to mark an occasion, and to complete an occasion, and to celebrate the achievements of the last year. So I invite you to be part of the ritual of the closing of the year, the finishing of the year. And then we can go into the ritual of opening up the new year. Have a beautiful holidays. Thank you.